Okay, so we're finding 45% of 480. Now, before I can find 45%, I need to think of the two important facts which are key to answering all percentage questions. And those are finding 10% and finding 1%. So in order to find 10% of something, you need to divide by 10. And in order to find 1%, you divide by 100. So if you think of 1% as being quite stingy, whatever it is you're giving 1% of or finding 1% of, you've got to cut that thing up into 100 pieces and then you get one of them. So that's why when you find 1%, you're dividing by 100. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find 10% of 480. So 10% is 480 divided by 10. So using a place value table, that gives us 48. The next thing I need to do is think about what I need to do to the 10% to try and build it up to 45%. So if we just forget about the 5% for a second and just think about what we can do to 10% to get it to 40%. Well, if we multiply 10% by 4, that gives us 40%. So we're getting closer to the 45%, which is what we're looking for. So I've also got to multiply the 48 by 4 as well. So I've got 48 multiplied by 4. So using the grid method, that gives us 192. So far, I've got 40%, and the question's asking for 45%. So I've now got an extra 5% to find. So I'm going to think about how I can use the 10% in order to get the extra 5%, which is what I'm looking for. So I know that half of 10% is 5%, which is what I was looking for. So if I halve the 10%, that gives me 5%. So I've also got to halve the 48 on this side as well, which gives us 24. So now what we've got is 40% and 5%, and the question wanted 45%. So I have actually found 45% altogether. So now all I need to do is I need to add up this 40% with this 5%, which gives 45%, which is what we're looking for. So I've also got to add up 192 and 24, which gives us 216. Now I don't need to add 48 because I'm only looking at the 40% and the 5%, which is 45%. If I also add up the 10%, that gives us a total of 55%, and we don't want 55%, we only want 45%. So I'm just looking at the percentages which take us to 45%. So therefore 45% of 480 is 216.